This Bitcoin daily chart is really exciting to me for multiple reasons. I'm going to break it down in this video. ADA, here we go with ADA on the weekly. We're going to look into ADA charts, but there's some ADA news that's playing out right now, along with some potential bullish divergence, everybody, that I'm excited to also break down. So hit the subscribe, hit the like, and let's just jump into the video. So before we even dive into the chart of Bitcoin, I really kind of want to get a broader sense of what is going on with Bitcoin price right now. What's the deal? And Willy Woo, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. Please feel free to hit the timestamps if you want to cruise around the video. But he really breaks it down, what's going on. And I just wanted to just throw this out there. So we'll briefly go through this, then we'll pivot to the charts. He said, I don't usually do short-term time frame price action as it's the domain of gamblers, but worth a breakdown of what's happening given the fear in the market. And I'm a macro person as well, everybody. You know we track this shorter-term charts and everything just to get a sense of it on a daily basis of maybe momentum and stuff. But this is a long-term game. We've been flushing out the leverage. 62,500 was a target to get most of it until speculators kept adding to new long positions, just adding more fuel for more liquidations in a cascading long squeeze, bridging us down to the $58,000 cluster, which just got taken out. This has been just a cascading effect of longs just getting liquidated, basically. Superimposed on this liquidation squeeze, we have a post-halving miners capitulation. So miners are on Bitcoin selling spree to pay for hardware upgrades due to the old hardware no longer being profitable, the weakest miners closing shop and being liquidated. So that's going on as well. Here's where things get good. Short-term technicals point to a reversal playing out here. 2 hours away from a TD9 reversal on daily candles. TD9 is a reversal indicator. If this plays out, then we go into a hidden bullish divergence to correct for the overselling of the market. So we might see a bounce very soon. He goes on into the thread a little bit more. One thing he says is we're not out of the woods, basically. 54,000 is the next layer of liquidation. So let's go look at this chart and put that into some context. Let me first explain why I'm excited about the Bitcoin chart. We've been tracking, and we're going to keep tracking it. The inverse head and shoulders potential that's playing out here. The right shoulder, in my view, is not done. It's close to being invalidated, but I want to discuss the right shoulder. That's exciting. But the other thing is exciting is what's happening here. This is the Bitcoin bull market doors, and we can go to a weekly chart. If you don't know, if you're new to watching my videos, I talk about the Bitcoin bull market doors often, but especially when it's actually happening and we're actually starting to approach those bull market doors. It's a bull market high to bear market low, right back up into this green area. It's a bull market doors for me. That is the signal that Bitcoin is just now entering its bullish season. You can see it happen for the first time before Bitcoin halving. Now, Bitcoin retracing right now to that area. I want to point out, this isn't the first time this has happened. Last cycle, it very briefly, if you see that red weekly candle wick down to the bull market doors, just kept going higher. But 2 cycles ago, such a similar vibe to what is going on right now. And that is to say, Bitcoin, as you know, I've talked about this a lot, revisited those bull market doors, even fell below the 20-week moving average briefly, and then continued into the bull market. This was like 230 days after Bitcoin halving. This move, this retracement to that bull market door area right now is happening just a couple months after Bitcoin halving. I continue to say we are early, even if Bitcoin goes lower, even if Bitcoin goes to this area of 54,000 that Willie's talking about, next layer of liquidations. It's, in my view, okay. And I want to actually look at the Bitcoin weekly oscillator to kind of paint that picture. If we're on the weekly and we open up the RSI, look at this. The volatility of it from overbought to where we are, it's crazy. It's a roller coaster. There's this space is not for everybody because of that. But look at 2 cycles ago. Look at the RSI back then. Look how choppy right after the Bitcoin halving here in that entire bull market, right, to the all-time high. Look at this choppiness. These massive just overbought, boom, overbought, boom, overbought, boom. And each time it wasn't over, right? It was just insane dips, insane volatility. Bitcoin kept going to the upside. We've done a lot of comparisons to that cycle. That's just one similarity. And you can see Bitcoin, boom, overbought to the downside. It has not been in overbought yet past the Bitcoin halving. I'm going to keep saying that because that's a new data point that I find just, I think it's really long-term bullish. This talk of super cycle, that plays into that narrative. The fact that Bitcoin hasn't even been overbought once on the weekly after halving. That's crazy. That's new. So that's still yet to come in my view. And that will come with some type of bounce, whether it's now, right, back into overbought, or whether we go down more. Now, if we're looking at this chart, I just want to go back and look at the daily. This is a really nice picture of what I'm watching for just any type of bounce, falling into the range, falling into the bull market door range. I don't know what the weekly chart would look like there. I don't know what the monthly, looking back on history, would look like. Maybe it falls to the 54,000 and then it bounces. And there's a massive monthly wick on the monthly candle, and there's the reversal. Not sure what the volatility will look like. I just think there's so much time left for bull market, and this is just the shorter term move that we're in. This move, by the way, everybody's freaking out. So far, ultimately down around 18% as a whole. So this is crypto, everybody, and we're here for the journey. This is just me tracking the data. Let's see what happens. Let's go over to ADA. We're going to look at some ADA charts. I really want to break down what's going on specifically on the daily, but I want to start with some news that I'm excited about. Now, I started talking about this back in March. I want to see Cardano ecosystem integrated on DEX tools. DEX tools follows like all of the cryptos, right? And their ecosystem. So just think Ethereum. If you want to go look at all the altcoins that are on Ethereum, track the charts, all that good stuff, it's there. And you go and you look at AVAX and Solana. All the ecosystems are on DEX tools. And when I'm messing around with those ecosystems, I'm using DEX tools or DEX screener. And you learn about new coins there. You just learn about new launches there. I realize Cardano has its own ecosystem of, it has tap tools, and it's, you can track the Cardano altcoins there. But I wanted to see Cardano list on DEX tools and DEX screener because those are massive platforms with a ton of people. So I've been tracking that. Back in the day, I reached out to the DEX tools team, hooked it up. We got it going, the ball rolling. This is months ago. Cardano's on DEX tools roadmap for integration. They're currently working on a bunch of integrations, so no exact dates. And now I was like, I reached out again. I was like, yo, that's not exactly what I said, but I was like, how are we looking? You have a massive community waiting, and they'll love you. And then they just confirmed Cardano is next on the list to be added to DEX tools. A lot of people might be like, this is not a big deal. I just think it's a big deal. People are on these websites, everybody, on their mobile apps, on the websites, desktop, whatever. They're trying to find new coins. And when they realize the coins and now that we're in kind of a Cardano season, it's just getting started. There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of energy. I see people from Solana coming over to Cardano. It's crazy. Cardano being on DEX tools, this is a big deal. I think it's a good thing. This is great timing as Cardano ecosystem explodes right into ADA season. Everyone make some noise for DEX tools and follow them. So please go follow them on X if you're on X, and just show support for the very fact that they're open-minded and they started working with us. So shout out to Wise Melon and Tap Tools, because those two are in the chat with us with DEX tools, just trying to get the ball rolling, figuring out what needs to be implemented. Just huge contribution, everybody, for Cardano ecosystem. So thanks to those two teams right there. That's the news for Cardano. I'm excited about it. I don't know what else to say. I'm excited about it. This is ADA on the weekly. This is a weekly chart. I already gave my critique, my 2-star review the other day, waiting for the reversal. But I just briefly, I really wanted to go over that Cardano news, but we're going to continue watching Bitcoin, crypto markets in general. But look at this daily chart on ADA. I really wanted to bring it up. And same thing if you go look at like a 2-day. But look at this daily chart. We just get this. From this swing low back here, and this was in April, to the current swing low right here, just this very slight higher low on the RSI. But it's such a long move, right? This is April to now. And look at the drastic move to the downside, really. I guess I should be fair and just use that wick, but look at that lower low on ADA price. Now, this isn't always a guarantee that there's going to be reversal, but anytime there's bullish divergence, it's just a good idea to pay attention, even if there's going to be patience that needs to be had. To give you a really good example, if you go back and you look at kind of this move back here, when ADA was kind of trying to bottom out, right? Big wick to the downside. But if we kind of ignore that and just look at this general area, people are going to be like, you can't just ignore that. But just look at this. This was the consolidation area, right? And here was this consolidation area. It's a pretty clear lower low there. But what was happening during that entire move? We were getting a higher low on the RSI, right? So kind of a similar thing happening then. Higher low, bullish divergence. But just look as that was playing out, how long of consolidation and kind of fake outs this took before ADA actually did explode. So just because like we're getting potential signs and a signal of this reversal happening doesn't mean it's going to happen right now. This could still be weeks away. So that's something to prepare for. And we have to prepare for that. We have to prepare for more downside. And then, you know, continue watching all these momentum oscillators and just seeing how they play out. And really, crypto is just going to enter an area. If things keep going down, it's just oversold. I mean, it's oversold now. But here it is on the 2 day just to give you a different view. Patience might be needed. But again, I think the best is still yet to come for this cycle. That's just me. I say it all the time. I could be wrong. I don't mean for my bullishness to offend anybody. I really don't. I'm here long term. I'm a macro thinker, and we'll see what happens. Patience is the name of the game. So wanted to do that update in this video for Bitcoin, for Cardano. Appreciate you watching. If you're still out there with all of these red candles, I appreciate your support. Please make sure to hit the subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.